Welcome back to Strength for Today for September 1st. Dark nights. Let's look at Psalm 17 verse 3. Psalm 17 verse 3 says, "Though you probe my heart and examine me at night, though you test me, you will find nothing. I have resolved that my mouth will not sin." Dark nights. La noche oscura del alma. The dark night of the soul. That's the name of the poem written by St. John of the Cross, a 16th century Spanish poet. Written while St. John was in prison for trying to reform his monastic order, the dark night represents the difficulties and trials we experience on the road to heaven. Dark night also pictures the isolation we feel during times of spiritual tests. We sometimes lie in bed at night surrounded by darkness, longing for sleep, but consumed with our thoughts and questions. The psalmists, especially David, were candidly honest about their literal and spiritual dark nights. David made good use of his sleepless nights, crying out to God for relief and answers, Psalm 22:2 and 42:8. And he relied on the natural order of things to remind him that weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning, Psalm 30 verse 5. If you are in the midst of your own dark night, use this time wisely. If there are tears, let them water the words you pour out to God, remembering that joy comes in the morning. I'm glad we have all those Psalms of David, and they say often that a psalm starts with a sigh but ends with a song, right? And David would pour his heart out to God, and I'm glad that he did, because I've been going through a hard time and I have been just pouring my heart out to God. And it's okay to cry, like they're saying. Let those tears just flow. God hears the tears. Sometimes all we can do is cry, and he sees those tears as words and prayers. I know he does. And so I hope today that you just have comfort that even though it is a dark time, that God is listening and he's watching, and it's okay to pour out your heart to him, and that also he's going to give us comfort, right? So weeping does endure for a night, but joy will come in the morning. I pray, my friend, if you're going through a hard time, you believe that joy is coming, and that God is watching and he's listening, and he loves you very, very much, because you, my friend, matter to God. Don't ever forget that. Hope you experience some joy tomorrow morning, and I'll see you back here tomorrow. You can order your own copy of Strength for Today by Dr. David Jeremiah by going to davidjeremiah.org or calling Turning Point at 877-998-0222. And I would like to answer any question you may have about faith in Jesus. Just email me through my website, nancyjoytoyou.com. I hope you lean on God's strength and have a fantabulous day.